the initial part, which is creating this shoulder and this shoulder effect. But then what I'm seeing a lot of is once people got this going, I'm going to show what I should say whatever, what a lot of you were doing, and I'm going to ask you to see if you can tell me what's wrong with this now. Because it's already, like what I'm doing right now is already biomechanically wrong. And then people are getting to here. Anyone identify right off the bat what's wrong right now?
Not enough space.
Your angle of your body, you can just flatten back out.
Flatten me? Exactly. Your partners were being very friendly to you when you did this. You're like, oh man, I'm great. I got this position. This position's awesome. Drive in. That's all that's ever going to happen. You're never, ever going to get your proper half-guard alignment back if you're here like this. But can anyone tell me why this is happening?
Because you have no space on the chest.
It's not about that. I could, like, my alignment's pretty like this. Drive into me now.
Is it because you're not using your feet?
Yeah, bingo. I got no base. So my alignment is for shit. I've got good structure and posture. But, okay, now drive in. That's what's allowing me. My left foot being in base is what's supporting this structure. If I don't have this left foot position like this, and I don't bridge off of that, then the rest of it is meaningless. So we started here. I did a great job getting here. I did a great job getting here. And then people are taking their leg off the mat and shimmying to get this knee in instead of bridging and then driving this knee in through here. So that was the only like major mistake that I noticed quite a few people making. So we'll fix that as we go on. But other than that, is anybody having any specific problems they want me to address before we move on? I think I addressed it for me. Yeah, that's almost always the main issue that people have with this.
Just basically turn on the bridge a little bit more.
Yeah.
When you're getting that crossface on them, you're maintaining that pressure.
Yes. Yeah, so like think of this as just, again, this is a series of frames. They don't look like frames. There's no like lift up for me. Like everyone can identify a frame pretty easily, like this or like this. This is a really obvious frame. But if we come into here, this doesn't look like a frame, but it is. Like my shoulder is essentially framing his arm away from me. So he was crushing me, and when I brought my shoulder in a little bit, that started to frame. And then same thing when I did this. This is a frame by anchoring my fingertips to the lat. I'm framing his chin, and then when I bridge and move myself onto my side, I'm creating a pretty strong frame like through the line of my elbow to my shoulder to my other shoulder. It's reinforced by my base on this side. This is a pretty it's the same like drive into me. Like it's the same concept. This frame here is great. So is this one, as long as it's backed up by my base. Because this frame here, if I don't have any base drive into me, it's just as useless. Right? Normally when I play this half guard, my knee is here, so this frame is reinforced. So it seems like, man, this frame is so damn strong. Well, no, it's really like, I don't need this is what's providing that, right? So because I don't have that, if all I'm doing is framing here, but I've got no base behind me, he drives in, and that's all that's ever going to happen to you. So just identify this point, whether it's the inside frame or this type of frame, it's my foot that's allowing this to work. And then when I hip escape, I shouldn't be doing this, taking my feet off the mat. I should be keeping my feet in contact with the mat as I place my knee to the inside. Now it's good, now I'm fine. That frame has replaced these frames. Does that make sense? Okay, so are there any questions what we've covered so far? Okay, so we're gonna solve one more sort of problem, and then given enough time, I'm gonna give you one offensive movement, but if we don't have time for an offensive movement, and we just all leave here being able to like completely defend our half guard from all kinds of problems, then that's hopefully good enough for you guys. The problem we're gonna address is going back. Probably the most common, certainly in no-gi, the most common solution you're gonna see for a half guard once this knee comes in is people wrapping this up. Alright, so leg weave is one of the names over here for this. And his brothers call this a crazy dog pass. Basically, this sort of thing will happen where I'm blocking his bottom leg while I smash his top leg. So even if he's got his frames going here, if I just do this and start to run around him, he's still going to pass his guard. And so he's blocking my upper body with his frames, but it doesn't really matter because he can never bring his lower body in, and I'll still finish the pass all the time. Or I'll I'll spin behind. You'll quite commonly, like the higher levels, you'll see it'll look kind of like this. It'll go like this. You'll start to build up to turtle, turn in. And guys will do that kind of thing. Take the back. This is one of the most common, like, you saw this at ACC, like any guy who faced this did this. Right? So now the battle for me as the top guy is to get past the legs. I don't want to make this a tutorial on how to do this pass. What I need to do is lift my shin and cut it across here. As long as I'm blocking this, I'm okay. And as long as he stays on his side, this is totally effective. So let's switch off the bottom. So I've got some kind of knee shield. He weaves it, he starts to smash. I'm still good, I'm still keep passing, I'm still good, I'm still good, I'm still good. Keep going, keep going, I'm still good, I'm still good. Oh, fuck. So these frames don't help us anymore. Let's go back. The solution to this is anytime someone does that, I do that. And now he passes my guard. And I can always reset because I have hip mobility. When I'm on my side like this, I don't have hip mobility. And I could move, but because he's pressuring me and I'm framing him, the pressure now kills my mobility. If he wasn't pressuring me, I might be able to move away, but he's blocking my bottom leg, and I don't want him to cross-face me, so I'm putting my hands here.
Damn. Sorry.
So I'm putting my hands here, so I've effectively pinned myself. Even though I'm on my side, as he keeps moving, I end up pinning myself just by committing to blocking the cross-face. So as soon as somebody leg weaves, I'm going to take an elbow post, and I can do any number of things with my hand for now. Like, if they're really close, elbow. If they're far away, just like web of the hand, like this. And then I don't need a half guard, I'll let it pass. I've got this frame, I've got the mobility. This is a really simple solution for a problem that a lot of people have in the half guard, which is somebody getting this. And then to take it one step further, if he grabs my wrist here, this is when this can become very. So in the gi, that sleeve grip is critical. That's why we talked about that cheat code of controlling this hand. So if this were to happen, I'm not going to try to build to my elbow. I'm not going to try to frame him. I'm just going to post and do that. All right, so like that would be a bit of a race because you'd be passing, right? So he's moving. Oh crap! Like there's going to be a bit of a race here, and that's how I'm going to solve that problem. So I'm either right off the bat doing this. Or if I lose the battle, like the hand fight battle that controls my wrist, I'm doing this and just backing my hips up and resetting it again, whatever. Like I usually go to butterfly guard here because it's probably my preferred kind of, it's my preferred way of dealing with kneeling passes and certainly in no-gi. So movement one is just right away up on your elbow and whatever kind of, again, it can be an elbow like collar tie style or it can be a frame here like this and just make sure that your elbow is out at roughly a 45-degree angle. I don't want to be like this because drive in now, I can still get knocked down and it's not great base. I just extend away. So as soon as he leg weaves, I use my knee to push him away, but I'm also doing like a back extension so that I can build up to my elbow at the appropriate range. Now, like, I mean, no one's passing you from here. There's just too much distance. By the time he clears my legs, I'm always going to be able to just get back to a seated position with my legs inside. Any questions on that?
Kind of. So when I get that, a lot of times guys will do like kind of like sprawl back.
Yeah, it's the same idea.
Am I still coming directly to my side?
Yeah, so like, you'll go to leg weave, I'll go to do this.
Yeah, and then they'll
Yeah,
stay on your hip.
as long as I keep this leg back and this leg here.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because if I just go like this, then you might be able to go to the other side.
Oh,
Yeah, and then I have all kinds of problems. So I'm just making sure that as you go to do that, you're sprawling. I'm just keeping this leg hooked and I'm keeping my toes in base. So like I can pretty much just get up to here and then reset myself. So it's like you get up as far as you need to, right? You may just be able to sit back and do this. You may have to actually like partially technical stand up and then sit back down. And then depending on how greedy they are, you're gonna get all kinds of things like, so if I'm here, he does that, I go like this, you go to pass. Depending on how greedy they are, like they may end up with all kinds of problems. Like usually people bail. Usually they're like this, they recognize that it's not good and they bail. But the greedier they are, the more they run into like guillotines and things like that. Even omoplatas, things like hanging triangles will happen off of this. All right? Any questions, guys? Okay, let's get some reps in.